Assalamu alaikum, dear students of class 8th Girls High School, Kalamabad. Dear students, last time we studied the two main pollutants of air. That is, one is the carbon monoxide, which is emitted from the incomplete combustion in the automobiles or from the industries, that reduces the oxygen carrying capacity in humans. Then we study the sulfur dioxide uh, pollutant and nitrogen dioxide pollutant released from the industries. They do cause the permanent lung damage. So the other kind of air pollutants of chlorofluorocarbons. These chlorofluorocarbons are called as CFCs. These are the air pollutants, and these CFCs are released from the refrigerators. The refrigerators which we use at our homes, the air conditioners which we use in our offices, and aerosol sprays. During these refrigerators, air conditioners, and aerosol sprays, they release one of the pollutant that is called chlorofluorocarbon. This chlorofluorocarbon, when released into the air, it releases the chlorine. This chlorine does not does make inefficient the ozone, because, as you know, in the stratosphere layer of the atmosphere has various layers. One is troposphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and stratosphere. Stratosphere layer is the third layer of the atmosphere. This stratosphere layer contains ozone layer. Ozone, as we know, is a triatomic oxygen molecule, O plus O plus O, O3. So O3 is the ozone molecule. This ozone molecule is formed in the stratosphere layer, and this ozone molecule prevents us, it absorbs the ultraviolet harmful radiations from the sun and do not let them to on the earth. As we know that these ultraviolet radiations are very harmful radiations. When they reach to the earth, it may destroy the crops, it may destroy the human beings, causing skin cancer. It may gene mutation is one of the factor that it causes in animals. This it also may destroy the different tissues of the plants, and hence these ultraviolet radiations have very serious consequences on the surface of earth. That is why Almighty Allah has placed the ozone layer in the stratosphere, which this ozone layer absorbs these ultraviolet radiations. But man uses these chlorofluorocarbon releasing substances. When these chlorofluoric substances are released into the atmosphere, the active chlorine is released by these chlorofluorocarbons. This chlorine makes hindrance during the formation of the ozone, with which there is a thinning in the ozone layer. Even there is a hole in the ozone layer seen at the Antarctica. So it is a very serious threat that the chlorofluorocarbons destroy the ozone layer and tries to let them the ultraviolet radiations to reach the surface of earth, which damages the all living organisms on the surface of earth. So that is why we see the ultraviolet radiations which comes from the sun. They are absorbed by the ozone layer, but this ozone layer is getting thinning day by day due to these chlorofluorocarbons. So we can say the chlorofluorocarbon damage the ozone layer of the atmosphere, and when the ozone layer is damaged, it may have a serious consequences on all the living organisms on the surface of earth. So we should minimize the use of these chlorofluorocarbon releasing substances. We should minimize the use of refrigerators, air conditioners, and aerosol sprays. So there are another air pollutants that we study in another video.